Alright, coaster fans, today I'm going to be reviewing Carowinds on the border of North and South Carolina. This is a Cedar Fair park, and I enjoy it a lot. When I went there, I didn't have as high as expectations, but I was kind of blown away. So let's get into this review. So first, we're going to talk about the coasters, of course. Now, Carowinds really only has 3 standout coasters: Fury 325, Intimidator, and Afterburn. The rest of them are just okay or just not as good. Flying Cobras they just redid from the Carolina Cobra, and that was pretty good. I did enjoy that. That was a fun Vekoma. Afterburn is my new favorite invert. Intimidator is my new favorite hyper, and Fury is my new favorite coaster. So this park did exceed my expectations, and I enjoyed it, with especially their coasters. So for the coaster score, hold on, I actually haven't talked about all the coasters. They also have Nighthawk. Nighthawk was not that great, but it was better than I thought it'd be. And you have Carolina Cyclone, Ricochet. There was the Carolina Gold Rusher, which I found to be a pretty boring roller coaster, but it was fine. So now for the coasters category final score, I'm giving them a 5 out of 10. Well, like I said, they only have 3 standout coasters, and the rest of them are just fine or not that good. But a Giga, a Hyper, and an Invert, that's pretty good. So that's why I'm giving them a 5 out of 10. Now let's talk about thrill rides. Carowinds has some pretty good thrill rides. Like, their drop tower was fun, and it takes you to the top really fast. They also have Electro Spin, which is a very interesting thrill ride. They have the Slingshot, the Wind Seeker. They have a couple of thrill rides, not as many as some of these other parks, like Cedar Point or Kings Island or Canada's Wonderland. But for what they have, it's decent. So the final score, I'm going to give them a 6.5 out of 10. They're pretty good with this category. Alright, next up we're talking about family rides. And Carowinds is okay with this category. They don't have that many family rides. They have a little over 20, I counted. Well, if you want to include their Carolina Harbor water slides, I guess they have like 40-something. But in the dry park, they have a little over 20, so it's not that many. But Planet Snoopy has quite a few rides to offer for kids. You have a pair of flying scooters. They have an Enterprise. There, of course, is the Sky Tower. You have quite a few family rides around the park, including their rapids. So I'm going to give family rides a 6 out of 10. I think they're fine with it. They just could use some more family rides in the future. Alright, now we're going to talk about operations. And the operations at this park were pretty good for their big 3 coasters, Fury, Afterburn, and Intimidator. They were booking it. They were running 2 or 3 trains, dispatching, and sometimes even under a minute. But their other coasters, they were just fine. They'd take like 2 or 3 minutes to 5 minutes to do it. So they were kind of okay. But for what they did, it was pretty good. They were booking Fury and Afterburn, Intimidator. The other coasters, they did it within like 2 or 3 to 4 minutes. They were okay with it though. So for the final score for operations, I'm giving them a 7 out of 10. Their big 3 they were good with. However, their other coasters, they were just fine. Next category is food. I enjoyed the food here. It was really good. I ate at Wings for lunch, and I had some chicken tenders and fries. It was really good. And the building where Wings is, the Wings building, it was really nice in there. It had cool theming. It was air conditioned, so that was a great lunch. I liked the food there. I also got the Fury 325 themed Dippin' Dots, which were so good and refreshing after a hot day. And also there's a place called Harmony Hall where you can get a bunch of gourmet food. It is so good. Definitely try that place out. And there's other great places like Jukebox Diner. So Yeah, the food here is great. I'm giving them an 8 out of 10. Carowinds, it's nothing special. It's your average park food, but the fact that it's a Cedar Fair park, they have some pretty good food. Next category is overall park appearance. Now, in my opinion, this isn't the greatest looking park. It isn't bad looking by all means. In fact, it is one of the cleanest parks I've ever been to. It was like super clean. The landscaping was really good. I just didn't feel like it was that charming. Now, it was in certain areas. I'm wondering if the reason that I thought it didn't look that charming was because of some of the roller coasters' color schemes, like Carolina Cyclone. That kind of felt weird. Or Nighthawk. I'm not huge on yellow roller coasters, so I don't know. But it did have fountains, some cool water places with boulders and fountains spitting up. The Fury 325 Plaza was very nice looking. Overall, the park didn't look bad. I just didn't think it was the greatest looking park, but it was fine. So for the final score, I'm going to give overall park appearance a 5 out of 10. I don't think it looks bad. I just don't think it looks fantastic either. It is still a very clean and nice looking park. Don't get me wrong. It is definitely, in my opinion, needs some improvement, but it's a pretty nice looking park. Now it's time for the overall score. I like Carowinds, don't get me wrong. In fact, it's one of my favorite parks I've been to. I'm just not one of those people who think it's better than King's Dominion and the quote-unquote Cedar Point of the Southeast and think it's the second best Cedar Fair park. I'd say it's fourth or fifth best Cedar Fair park. But I still like it, guys. Don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people might think that I'm hating on Carowinds because of the scores I've been giving it. I just don't feel like it deserves to be any higher. This is just my opinion. I like Carowinds. I really do. It is in my top 3 favorite parks I've been to. I love their top 3 coasters. They're all in my top 5 favorite coasters I've ever ridden. Fury was amazing. I thought it was a great experience. In fact, they are home to my new favorite water ride, which is their Rapids. And I like the charming parts of the park. There were some pretty cool fountains and like lakes with water spray jet things spraying out. So it was good. The food was good. Some places, could spice up, but overall, there were some pretty nice looking places. The rides were fun. I like their drop tower. It was fast paced. Windseeker gives you a great view. The Sky Tower was really relaxing. And overall, I liked the park. Don't get me wrong, I do not hate Carowinds. In fact, I love it, which is why I'm giving Carowinds a 8 out of 10 for the final score. I love Carowinds. Okay, don't get me wrong. The only things I don't like about it is the fact that it kind of doesn't have that much charm in some areas, and that a lot of their coasters are just kind of okay. Also, I'm not really big on the fact that there are not too many rides besides coasters. Yeah, there's 20 something if you include the water park, and there's a little more than that, but I don't know. Just something about this park I really like, and don't get me wrong, if they spice this park up, this will rank way higher. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Comment down in the section below what your thoughts are on this video, and if you agreed with me, did you not agree with me. But anyways, coaster fans, until next time, I will see you later.